Hello, everybody! Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Sorry, my mic started to do something weird at the beginning there, and it felt... Oh, sorry if there was any weird mic sounds in the background, but hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Paramojo, Craft Focus, First Clone, Geek Outs, Resident Bard. Welcome on in. Paramojo, it's great to see you. First Clone, Craft Focus, everybody. It's great to see you. How is your Tuesday going? How is life? Nerds, hello, Magnus. Welcome. And Liz, hello, my friends. And Full Heart Art, hello. We're doing some Tarot Tuesday drawing today, and it is rather warm here in the soda. So I'm actually, wearing a t-shirt and shorts for like the first time in months, which is pretty wild. It's gonna rain here soon, but it hasn't yet. Bonjour, hello, Koala, welcome on in. How's everyone's Tuesday going? It's me, I disconnected your mic before I left on Saturday. Why would you do that? But yes, today we are working on, as the title says, we are working on the Nine of Pentacles today. As you can see, we've done a lot of base color work already. We figured out some really good coloration for this piece, and that means that we have a whole lot of other things left to do. We've got shading and coloring and highlighting and lighting, and it's gonna be a lot of work, and I'm very, very excited for it. This is a very complicated piece that we made on accident. So thank you, Craft, for that. And so we're just gonna be, working on this today. And it's been a while since we worked on this piece, so everyone that forgot what it looked like, here it is. I'm gonna make sure that there we go, get rid of the lines. Doing good, just working on some arts. Ooh, what you working on? Full Art, Heart Art. I would love to see when you're done. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. That's true. It's more the humidity than the heat. The heat is pretty okay. It was like 80 yesterday. It's not quite at 80 today. It's like 69 degrees right now, but it's quite humid. I'm an agent of chaos. It's going well. I can't stay for very long at all. Just popping in to say hello and get my points. Very valid, Koala. You've been very productive today. That's amazing. That is very, very good, John. I'm very proud of you. Well, before we get into doing the drawing today, I have a few announcements to go over. Firstly, that you will have seen that the counter for the Mermaid redraw is back down to 71 instead of 76, which I'm not entirely sure why, but I know that we hit it already, so don't you worry about... Oh my gosh! Dizzy! Hello! Welcome on in, my friends! A spell has been cast! You have summoned a Dizzying Spinster raid! Hello, everyone! Dizzy! Welcome to the stream! Hello! We just started! DJ NB, Loving On with Bread, welcome on in! Hello! Welcome, raiders! Well, as I was saying, we've already hit our sub goal. I know we hit it last stream. I don't know why the counter decided to be weird over the weekend, but I know we hit it. We are doing a Mermaid redraw draw-along on Saturday. Because this Saturday is the last Saturday in... No, it's not. Next Saturday. Not this Saturday. Next Saturday. Oh, I've lost track of time. Raid. I came over a little early. Aw, thanks, First Clone. How was your stream? Dizzy, what were you working on? I was lurking for a little bit and I saw maybe some emotes. Were you working on some emotes? I was lurking and it looked really cute. I know I came in when you were working on like the emeraldy gem, so if you'd like to show off any of your work, please post a link either in the Discord or in chat. I'd love to show off your stuff. I always love lurking in your streams. You have such a beautiful, amazing community, and your streams are always a delight. Everyone should definitely go and check out Dizzy. If we could get a shout out for Dizzy in the chat. Bye, Koala. Thank you so much for stopping by for the very briefest of moments. Oh, you're drawing bit badges. Nice. But, well, as I was saying, we've hit the Mermaid redraw. We are doing that on the last Saturday of the month. The first time we drew this mermaid was the first time we ever did a draw-along on this channel. So a full year later, we're going to do the same draw-along, but to see how far we've progressed. And you didn't have to be a part of the first draw-along to be a part of this one, but this is going to be a redraw for me, and it will still be a draw-along for everyone else. And I'm really excited about it. Thank you guys so much for hitting that sub goal. You guys went absolutely hog wild on Saturday, and I really appreciate it. Also, OMG, I did First Clone. She drew the real Slime Shady. The real slime shady. That sounds amazing. I'm redeeming faeriedust for a quick little John Blinn. Aw, thanks, Mom. Also, welcome on in. How is everyone in Dizzy's? I almost said Disney's. In Dizzy's chat today. Thank you so much for the raid, Dizzy. I really, really appreciate it. Yes, DJ NB, those are the cards. Those are the cards. I have other things in my brain. What was it? Oh, in light of the Saturday stream, most of the giveaways have been sent to everyone. There's a few people that haven't finished up or decided what they wanted yet for their giveaway, which is totally fine. But everyone that has filled out the form and done all that stuff, all of your stuff is on the way. So I went to the post office today to do that, and I held up the post office line for quite a while. But yes, everyone's giveaways are on the way. If you haven't checked your Discord DMs or filled out your Google form yet, please do so I can send your winnings to you ASAP. And other than that, I have nothing else to say. I'm really just excited to hang out with you guys. Thank you, Magnus. I really appreciate that. I'm just really excited to hang out with you guys. Tarot Tuesdays are one of my favorite streams. I love working on cards with you all. Twitch is being twitchy again, as usual. You know, that's to be expected. That's to be expected. I really, really hope you had a good stream today. Dizzy. I was there for I think the end of it, honestly, if you were just rated me. I was lurking in it for most of the entire time, but I didn't really pop in for very much, but I always love hanging out in your chat for as long as I can. But yes. It's been I'm glad it was really fun. That's awesome. Today has been actually an extremely... So much good spinster art and vibes, as always. Yes, always, as always. All of the good vibes. But, this was a very... didn't feel very productive to me because I woke up really late today. I have gone back to my regular sleep schedule, and I do not like it. I do not like my regular sleep schedule. I liked waking up at 9:30, and now I wake up around 11 again, and I'm very sad. But that's okay. It was rather productive today. I got some pages of the Phoenix done. I got some pages of the Phoenix done. I went to the post office. That really took up most of my time. Writing everybody's addresses and getting everyone's stuff together took up most of my time today. Just from... I know, getting a sleep schedule to stick is so hard. But, oh my gosh. Me and Daniel opened up our windows for over the weekend on Sunday. We put out all of our plants. If you guys remember, earlier in the... Oh, Haku! Thank you so much for the 20 months! Thank you, and welcome on in! But if you remember, the very beginning of spring, sometime in March, when it started getting warm here in Minnesota, me and Dana bought a whole bunch of plants, and then it got really cold again, so we weren't able to put them outside, and we finally put them outside. We finally put the plants outside on Sunday, and I'm really excited about them. And the reason that I'm talking about this is because last night we opened up our windows for the first time because it was absolutely gorgeous out at night. And so my bedroom smelled like lilacs, and it was the best thing ever. The best thing ever. And Ash discovered the outside. Ash crawled up into our windows and discovered that the outside is also in those directions, so that was also good. It's been a good 24 hours, I must say. It's both a blessing and a curse, and my body basically always wakes me up at 8 to 9:30 at the latest. I wish. It would be very nice. I know, you have a PC. I'm very sorry that you're so tired, but getting a PC is big. That's so awesome, Haku. I feel like I'm forgetting announcements, but I know I'm not. There's just not a lot happening. It's a chill May time. There's not a lot happening right now. We did the big 500 follower stream on Saturday, and now it's post-celebration feelings. And then I've got 2 weeks. I've got a week and a bit until we do the mermaid draw along, which I'm really excited for. I'm very, very excited for it because it's been a long time coming since I've drawn a mermaid. It looks more sketchy and I like it. Ooh, the brush that I use is actually this one. It's the, if you have Photoshop and possibly a CSP now, I have the Kyle Ultimate Inking Thick and Thin. Oh, come on, let me show the people. Yes, Kyle Ultimate Inking Thick and Thin. I pretty much use that for coloring, inking, pretty much anything. It's been... When I don't get to sleep until 2, it's a problem. Well, that's true. I went to bed at 2 last night, so I guess I understand why I woke up at 11, but still. Aw, Bread, thank you so much. I always want people to know that. Bread says hi. Thank you so much for the highs, Bread. It's always lovely to have you. I had a lot of fun on Saturday, too. Yeah, oh my gosh. Paramojo, that freaking... That mushroom emote is so cute. I love it. That little happy mushroom. That is so cute. I can't wait until we hit 1K. It's going to be completely unhinged. Yes, 1K is going to be really fun. We've got a ways to go for that. We're about a little on our way to getting 600, but we can get there. I believe in us. I believe in us. It looks more sketchy and I like it. I'm glad you like it, Dizzy. It's the Kyle T. Webster brushes that I got with Photoshop not too long ago have been absolutely lovely. I use them for pretty much everything. I use his sketching brush for sketching. I use his inking brush for inking. This eraser I'm using is his eraser. Just his brushes are so great and I absolutely adore them. Albie wanted to be here longer and not hop in and say bye, but go to work. Go to sleep. You have work to do in the morning. Go to bed. You have work to do. Go to bed. Hey, Amethyst! Why is Marshmallow trying to eat your hair? Also, welcome on in. How is your Tuesday going? Every time one of my coworkers is on the phone, I'm like, please tell your meeting I said hi. Aww. Fred, I feel like you're a cat. I feel like you're a cat. I feel like that's a very cat or dog feeling. I feel like that's why they always interrupt anytime I'm in a meeting or anything. They just want the world to know that they say hi. Isn't that right, Ash? Isn't that right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. There's currently a cat sitting on me, so maybe you're just getting all the cat vibes. Hey, Justy, welcome on in. Some cats just want to watch the world purr. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They're just such a healing energy. Isn't it right, Ash? Yeah. Ash has been hanging out with me all day, and it's so cute. She got so mad at me when I went to the post office. The moment I came back in the door, she yelled at me. She was like, how dare you leave me? How dare you leave me for an undetermined amount of time? That's unfair. You went to the post office and got some lunch. That is You cannot do that. Impossible. So have a lovely evening and day. I appear to need rest. Go get some rest. Go get some rest, Haku. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your night. Because he's a butt. My uterus hates me, but at least I got better sleep last night than I have in almost a week. Hey! That's great. That's always when I got like the best sleep I've had in a very, very long time when I had a headache not too long ago. And I went to bed at 10:30 p.m. And I had such a good sleep. Such a good sleep. And I have not yet been able to recreate that without searing pain in my brain. Thank you. I really like the blue too. I never usually do blue flowers, but I really like the blue in the flowers. It draws your eye. Oh, Mom! A doodle and a continue. All right, we're going hog wild on that Joblin doodle. Oh, thank you, Amethyst. I really enjoyed this piece. Justy redeemed it, and I drew it, but you guys have really come up with such cool imagery for it. It would not have been this detailed without you all, so thank you very much. Okay, let me just do a clipping mask. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've been saying oh my goodness or oh my god like that for a while and I have no idea why. Who did I listen to that has this kind of accent? Why am I saying oh my god? I don't know. There we go. It's a different enough color to emphasize the different shades of blue. Oh, shish. I'm just to be safe, I'm adding the continue. Aw, thanks, Mom. For the first time, Magnus, that is a milestone. I am shooketh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good flower. That's a good flower. Oh my god. What's she gonna get, Mag? I just want him excitedly inviting someone in, holding an armful of graham crackers and chocolate. Aww. Absolutely adorable. We can make that happen. I'll clean that up later. I might, we'll see. I definitely do that as a bit because my stepdad used to do it to make fun of Bostoners. I feel like it's because of Unsleeping City, but I do not know. I cannot tell you. I don't think it's because of you. I don't think it's because of you. I do not know why I do that. Because you would. Marshmallow is too pure for this world. A small child dressed in rags. Please, can I have s'mores? Yeah, I was thinking it might be Sophie Bikes, but I don't know. I don't know. Sophie Bikes has just such raw charisma in Unsleeping City that I might be talking like her. I don't know. It also could be leftover from the Valley Girl bit on Sunday. I do not know. I cannot tell you. I have been cursed with a weird way of saying things. I will not recreate the Valley Girl bit for all of y'all's sanity, I promise. Oh my goodness. My neck kind of hurts. You must have... Oh my gosh. Amethyst. Whoa. That is a lot. It'll be for Kumarabi, my exalted character. A huge, mighty bear man. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. That sounds like an awesome character. Once you start with a funny voice, they never leave you. Truer words. Truer words. Man, this piece is actually rather daunting. Why did we make this piece so daunting? Well, I guess I shouldn't put the blame on you guys. Why did I make this piece so daunting? I look at it and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to do. Ooh, what's your exalted character? I feel like we've been over this. I feel like we've been over this first clone, but I always like hearing about it. I love to hear about literally everything game related that you guys do. I want your game stories. Even all y'all that are lurking. I want your game stories. Unless you don't want to tell me, then that's also okay. But I'm always so hyped to hear what y'all do. That doesn't look very good. She cat and she dance. Right. Yes. Because this one's based off your Final Fantasy online character. He is good at punching through walls, running down wild oxen and wrestling him, and being very direct. He's also very smart, even if people don't notice. I really like the running down wild oxen tidbit. That really gets you a good sense of this character. It's a good elevator pitch for the character. My bard Lavin just got mostly murdered this past Sunday by Mind Flayer. Is that... did you post a sketch of Lavin in the Discord gallery? Because I saw it and I thought it was amazing. I just haven't commented on it yet because I've been swamped. But if so, beautiful character design. And if not, also, that was also beautiful character design. And I want to know more about Lavin anyways. Okay, alright, come on. Stop being so brazen. There we go. These flowers are looking pretty good. I always came for a good beach episode. Is it I don't know. I feel like I've heard Lavin before. That's all. I don't know. But I'm very sorry that they almost died to a mind flayer. Mind flayers are terrifying and I hate them. Though they are very cool to draw. I did draw one on Saturday. But I hate the whole... I just hate their whole backstory. It's horrible. It's horrible, and I hate it. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'd say more inspired than based off of, but yes. Heck yeah. They're not cool! They're so scary. The other day, one of my players was on vacation, so we had a light session where instead of them going on a mission, they just hung out on the beach and played volleyball with hot boy sea elves. You know what? That sounds like the best session ever. I know everyone wants to roleplay adventure and things. I just want to roleplay being on a beach with hot elves. That sounds great. That sounds perfect. Full heart art. That sounds friggin' perfect. Hot boys for life. You know what I just want? I just want to play Slice of Life, but in a fantasy setting. That's all I want. I mean, I know there will probably be more than that, but that'd be so great, you know? Just to, like, roleplay being an elf and then going to high school. So fun. So fun. Yeah, a D&D dating sim. So good. He has twice found deadly musical wind barriers, and while others thought of clever ways around, he just ran through them directly. Yes. My kind of boy, Magnus. Taking those problems head on. All right. We have got some flower gradients happening. Hey, Mark's looking on in. How you doing? So, you know, Liz, I feel you. Forgetting where you post things, I feel you. His thing is I used to be a bit of a wild man and a hunter, an outsider in his community, but since he was chosen by Luna and his people driven on a long exodus, he is increasingly forced to be a leader of his people and the fighting man. Huh. Very cool. Very, very cool. And Kumarabi, the bear man, is also at max appearance, so you could call him a bear in more than one way. Nice. Illithids are not the coolest. They're not. Slice of Life RP is the best. That's basically what I used to do in my MMORP guild. I don't know. I just like maybe it's just because of the content I read all the time. I love a good adventure. Everyone does. But most of the content that I read, my most escapist thing is just what if it was real life, but a happy ending was guaranteed. You know? I read a lot of slice of life webtoons. I read a lot of romance webtoons. I read a lot of slice of life manga. I watch a lot of slice of life anime. I don't know. I just really like it. I just really like the idea. It's like, what if everything was normal, but also it's a show that's all fluffy and cute and everything is good? Maybe. I don't know. To go to a magical high school. It'd be so nice. It would be so fun. Yeah, like Little Witch Academia inspired modern fantasy RPG. 100%. Or like Owl House. Or, you know, yeah, just so good. So good. I would love that. Once I had an idea for a comic about a magical college. I never had a comic idea for a magical college, but I did have a comic idea that people went to college and they were magic. It's weird that I'm saying this when The Phoenix is technically like an adventure comic. And I love it so much. But also, I really want to just write a slice of life comic, but I don't have the time. I want to write my Witch OC slice of life comic so bad. We once found a frozen strange poison goddess and freed her. Oh, I just realized this is so small. I should probably get back to drawing. And freed her, and she had a weird interest in some of the local villagers who were half possessed by her children. We wondered what was up and what to do about it, and while the rest of the deliberative committee just went up to her and asked her. Nice. Max character did the same thing, but with dex instead of strength to get through the wind barrier. Heck yes. Instead of a monster bestiary, you have a list of romanceable NPCs in the back of the book. Oh my god, that'd be so good. And rivals. I would love that idea. I would love that idea, Bard, with the modern fantasy. Oh, modern fantasy has my whole heart. And my make this game. Wait, you have an app for this? You have an app specifically for this? Who are you? What? One thing about being a creator on the internet and having a lot and being in the TTRPG sphere is you know a lot of people that create TTRPGs and then you just say the kind of game you want to play and everyone's like, great, I'll make that game for you. And you're like, heh, thank you. Plus side to Laven being MIA is that I'm drafting up a Gladiator ASMR Twilight Cleric, which is going to have a dope aesthetic. Twilight Clerics have the coolest aesthetic. The art for Twilight Clerics in Tasha's Guide to Everything or whatever, I don't remember, Cauldron of Everything, that's what it is, not Guide to Everything, is mwah, mwah, mwah. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty art, and Boob window! Yes, of course. Boob windows are a must. Can I suggest any to you by Maria Missin or Mamatos? Who? I've never looked at their stuff. If you want to post a link to some of their, to one of their, like, pages or something in, links for later, I'd love to check it out. Or sharing cool stuff. I want to edit your Slice of Life Witch OC comic. I'll get there one day, my friend. I'll get there one day. There's always poop window. Maria and Mamatos are the monarchs of Soul RPGs, or SOL. I don't know what that acronym means, especially with magical or mystical touch. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna have to look. Yes, it's a dating sim. Of course, full heart art. Dating sim. Dating sim RPG. I love dating sims so much. I have a few dating sims on my phone that I haven't played yet. Mainly just because I haven't had the time, and I want to play them so bad. I want to play them so bad. I love dating sims. Or I just love games where it's the regular game, but you get to date a romanceable NPC. You know? I would love that. I would love that. Like, Hades is a roguelike game, but you can date people in it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect addition. Best addition to the game. There's a friendship tree option. You can befriend everybody. The core of the gameplay is that you are breaking out of Hades. But every time you die, you come back and you keep making friends and building relationships with people. And I think that's beautiful and I love it. The best part of the game. I mean, like, I want to escape Hades, but I also don't, because I want to go back to my friends. And the only way to, like, get new dialogue is to, like, go off and, like, die and then come back. But I've gotten too good at the game. No, I haven't. I haven't. That's a lie. I've gotten much better at the game, so my runs are so much longer, and it takes me so much longer to get back to my friends, and I hate it. Anyways. The one I'm thinking of and picking is Archangel Dating Simulating. That sounds amazing. I want to get up, but I also care about my friends is basically Zagreus in a nutshell. Very true. Oh my goodness. Alhoons were magic using outcasts from Mind Flayers. Oh, wait, are you giving me Mind Flayer lore that I don't want to know? I don't know if I want to read that. You said Mind Flayer and I got sirens in my head. It's a solo or duet game. Extremely cathartic and emotional and potentially joyous, but also maybe sad. My stomach. Are you hungry, Amethyst? Is that what's happening? Are you hungry? Usually when my stomach makes noises at me, it means that I'm hungry. But I could be wrong. Apparently, this is a fun story about me as a child. Apparently, when I was younger, I did not know what I could not figure out what hunger felt like. I could not figure out what hunger felt like when I was a kid. I just always called it, like, I always said that I had a stomach ache, which I think makes sense, but I always, like, oh, I have a stomach ache, and my stomach really hurts, and I don't feel well, and my parents were like, have you eaten? And I was like, not since this morning. They're like, Brie, you gotta eat! And I was like, but my stomach hurts, I don't want to eat. And they're like, no. No. That's called hunger. The reason your stomach hurts is it's called hunger. And I just have always associated that to be the case. Children. I actually have not played Hades since I played it on stream. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing in my spare time to get my island ready for our beautiful island hopping stream on Thursday. If anyone plays Animal Crossing and would like to give me a tour of their island on Thursday, that's what we're doing. That's what we're gonna be doing. And so I decided that I was gonna focus on Animal Crossing and try to get my island up to snuff the way I wanted to. And it's happening. It's taking a lot longer than I expected. I will not have a beautiful flower garden yet, but one day I will. I don't want to draw the vines, so I'm not going to. I'm going to do the details on the skirt. John is a very hot commodity. John makes good games and is a very good editor. John is a very hot commodity. Yes, it was implied. I'm not sure if I'm hungry. I don't think so. I think it's my innards being unhappy that I will not be well, yes. That's also a thing. That's a fun thing for people with uteruses to figure out, is whether or not if the stomach ache is being hungry or if your uterus is trying to kill you. It's always fun to figure out. Except for James, all the stuff I was playing and slowly choked and died. Aw. I'm very sorry to hear that, Magnus. I recently learned that having your friends water your flowers and create— Wait, really? Is that true? Having your friends water your flowers increases the chances of a hybrid? I might need all of y'all to come and water my flowers then. I actually have a pretty good selection of flowers. To be honest, I didn't really like... I kind of just, I never really tried to get flowers to breed any in a cool hybrid way, but I have a pretty good selection of flowers, to be honest. The only ones I have the least of are lilies. I only have, like, the first 3, like, lilies and then an orange lily. But I have a pretty good of the other ones. I'm having a hard time getting purple flowers. Those are hard to spawn. Breach is being nice to me. I know you don't. There's no koala here to drag you down, John. You only get praise. You don't get the balancing scale of a mean teen to come in and dunk on you. My bucket tool is so finicky, so finicky. The reason Jen has to wear headphones on stream is to try to minimize the sizzle feedback. Ooh! You have another game you play in? Ooh, Mag. Heck yeah. Tell me all about it. Oops. Don't mind me while I just gradient the heck out of this skirt. I've gotten real into just casual gradients recently, and it's made coloring extremely fun, but a lot more tedious. And textures. I've gotten real into textures recently. This is gonna get all textured up, this leather. Well, people are allergic to compliments. It's true. It's a very Midwestern trait, but a lot of people are. You get to play Mossy. Ooh, exciting. I did not expect to read that, Amethyst. I did not expect to read that. I just spilled tea on myself. Whoops. Not too much, just a little bit. Whoops. Me too, I also read Pants, Geek Outs. I also read Pants. Mossy, Oceanic, thank you so much for the host. Welcome to the stream. How is your Tuesday going? Mossy is, of course, a moss-covered warforged with memory loss. Oh, and an appreciation of nature and a lot of ability to murder, though he doesn't remember why. So cute. I love soft warforges with all my heart. Casual gradients, baby. Okay, this might prove a little difficult. Okay, that might be good. Let's texture it up. Texture it up. Where are you? Where is a good texture brush? Where you be? Not daisy chain. Find a scratchy one. Dark Hatcher. Oh boy, that's too big. That is mightily too large. Not big enough. There we go. Oh. A texture. Doesn't it look so much more like leather now? Like, weirdly, just putting smudges on it makes it look so much more like leather. Wildly. Yeah, I did get a blue rose from First Clone, but I have not been able to get a I do have purple... I have purple, hyacinths? I can't say that flower's name. But I do not have, I think, any other purple flower. Except for rose. But roses are more maroon. Anyway. And if I said it before and I'll say it, if there are any flowers you don't have and you don't care about actually breeding it yourself, just come over to my place and take some. I mean, I might. I honestly might do that, First Clone. I don't care about breeding them myself. I have a lot of flower. I can go through it later on tonight and let you guys know what flowers I have in Animal Crossing, which ones I don't. Also, Amethyst, I saw that you sent me a terrarium, like a hanging terrarium DIY. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Purple Pansy, yeah, sometime when you can actually visit my place, I'll just have to show you CSP bucket tool. God, I wish I had a good bucket tool. Ooh, Artificer, heck yeah. The dress now feels like a sun within the center of her garden. I love that imagery. I love it. Oh, Magnus, that's a great character. Oh my gosh, so many good characters. So many good characters. That is a great Warforged character. I'm doing really great. Thank you, Oceanic. Why do I keep drawing characters wearing silk? I don't know. That's 100% a you problem. I don't know how to help you with that. But yeah. I've gotten really good at drawing leather recently. Or my version of leather, anyway. Look at that. That looks like leather. How the fuck does that, just a few blotchy things and some lines make it look so much like leather? But oh, lo and behold, it's leather. How does that happen? I don't know. Because Silk pretty and also you like suffering like all artists. Oh, yes. First clone, why did I make this so complicated, huh? Why did I make this so complicated? Tell me that right now. We're artists. We like to suffer. I have all the flowers except gold roses. Ooh. See self out. I mean, I appreciate that you guys call it magic. It's a trick that I learned while doing a commission, and I was like, holy shit, that works perfectly. Oh my god. I did not expect that to go so well. And now here I am. Time to make this a little bit darker, just so we show some depth. Okie dokie. Yep. There we go. Yep. 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 Ooh, what a pretty lady. What a pretty lady. Yeah, the weird plate. Yeah, leather is like, gets so worn, but also is so shiny. And it's really hard to show that. But showing, like, giving it a nice, like, weird pattern and then doing these little shiny lines on it really seems to make it look like leather. And for anyone that needs to know how to draw leather, there you go. I figured it out, so you don't have to. I'm sweating just thinking about the leather. You know, valid. Man, I remember when I wore leather all the time as a youngin' at the Renaissance Festival. Good old times. I was hot all the time. But it was pretty comfortable when it got cold. Leather's really good for certain weather, and then really sucky for other weather. Some leather boots. Okay, so off topic, but with my doctor appointment this week, I didn't expect to be allowed to shower again until Friday. It turns out I'll be able to shower tomorrow, which is such a relief with how I sweat. Ooh! Congrats! Being clean. Very nice. Thank you, Amethyst. I didn't think that I would, like, one of the things that I honestly really, really miss during quarantine, even though it's only happens, like, once a year, I really, really miss Renaissance Festival. Like, I stopped working at it not too long ago, but I really, really miss just going to Renaissance Festival, putting on a costume, and just having a good time. It's really fun. It's so fun. I just want to be pretty, and I just want to have a reason to put on my medieval clothes. medieval clothes, but still. Some fantasy clothes. I just want a reason to put on my fantasy clothes. I wore some of it for Halloween last year, and it was so much fun, and I miss it. I miss it. Yes, as John mentioned, I have some really cool Ren Fair boots. I have some really cool Ren Fair boots in my closet that I have not worn for a very long time, and they're so comfortable. You're not allowed to wear socks in them because they're supposed to be form-fitted to perfectly to your feet. You go in. There's a really cool shop. There's a really, really cool shop at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. There might be more in other Renaissance festivals. I'm not entirely sure. But you go in, and you basically get a fitting. Have fun lurking, Oceanic! You basically go in, and then they measure your feet, and you get a fitting, and then you tell them what kind of leather you want, what you want. Like, it's pretty, like, they're fully customizable boots. They're extremely expensive, but if you're going to be using them a lot for, like, Ren Fair and stuff like that, it's cool to get them. I wish that I was wearing mine more, to be perfectly honest. But they will work for me for my whole life, basically. And if they don't, they fix it for free. It's awesome. Anyways, they are, like, you basically say how high of a boot you want, what kind of leather you want, what kind of type of fabric or something you want inside of the boot, what kind of buttons you want, what if you want any specific, like, cool styling that on, like, the toe and the heel of the boot, and, like, and what kind of, like, cool, like, styling you want, like, of leather underneath your buttons. I might just go grab them to let you guys know. They're very, very expensive. I want to preface that they're very, very expensive. The only reason I got them is because my family worked at Renaissance Festival for a very, very long time, and pretty much every adult at Renaissance Festival had these boots. And for a lot of the younger kids at Renaissance Festival, me and a whole bunch of other people, it kind of became like getting good fest boots. It kind of became like a rite of passage as you became an adult at Renaissance Festival. At least that's, in my mind, that's what it was. So when we were sure that I wasn't gonna grow anymore, that I was going to stay 5'2" and so small for pretty much the rest of my life, we decided to go and buy me these boots, and they are so nice. I might just go grab them. Because they are so nice. I love them with my whole heart. I'm gonna go grab them. You know what? I'm doing it. I want to show you guys these boots. They're so cool. You guys can, I'll zoom out. You guys can keep looking at this in a zoomed out portion. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what they are called, but I will go and check. Pua, keep an eye on chat for me, will ya? I'll be right back. Pua's watching you. We have the boots. The boots are back. Link in Discord. Aw, thanks, Dad. The boots are back in town. Ash is like, Bree, what are you doing? Oh, you guys can see how cute my shorts are. I love these shorts, by the way. They're my favorite shorts. The boots. Alright. Let's fix my camera. Pua is significantly shorter than I am. Okay. Got an in-person all vaccinated game night tonight. Liz, have a very, very good time. That's so exciting. Thank you so much for hanging out today. That is so, so exciting. Have a very, very good time. Man, these are so much dirtier than I remember. I mean, Fess is very dirty. But, here are the boots. Here are the boots. Look at these boots. I love these boots. They're so gorgeous. Love them. So yeah, like, this is perfectly form-fitted to my foot. They're perfectly form-fitted to my foot. And so I asked for this, like, cool... So I got to choose the secondary color on these boots for being green. And I made them intentionally very leafy looking. So I got to choose what this looked like. And then, like... And the back is also green. And all the little accents are green and cool. And then, like, the buttons are, like, lotus flowers. And then in the inside is this extremely comfy, I don't know if you guys can see it, is basically, like, extremely comfy wool. And you're supposed to wear these without socks. And so it's, like, so good. It's, like, so much padding on the bottom of it. And then the soles are so good for walking constantly in dirt and things. It's great. They're great boots, and I love them. I haven't worn them for a very long time. And then the way you lace them up is basically you have this one really long piece of leather, and you just wrap them around this, and then tie it as much as you can to your leg. They're great boots. And I have no reason to wear them. One day. One day. One day I'll have a cosplay with these boots. I don't think I wore these for my Keyleth cosplay. I don't know if I had them for my Keyleth cosplay. Did I have them at my Keyleth cosplay? I don't know. One day. Maybe one day when I cosplay again. They're great. I don't know. If people in this chat likes boots, they're great. But yeah, they're sort of like a rite of passage, at least in my mind, being a small child at the Renaissance Festival. For my Phaetron cosplay, I did not. I did not wear any shoes for my Phaetron cosplay because I was indoors. I was basically walking outside barefoot for most of it. Yeah. I did not wear them for my Phaetron cosplay because I was indoors and, yeah, I was in my own house. If I was wearing my Phaetron cosplay somewhere else, probably I would have, but when you do cosplay only in your house, there's not really a lot of reason to wear shoes. I wore shoes the other day because I hadn't broken them in yet, but I don't usually wear shoes indoors. Thank you for the clip. And thank you for the compliment on my shorts. I really like the coral pink shorts. I don't know why. I got them at Target a few years ago, and I love them. I should go clothes shopping again at some point soon for warmer pants and shorts, because I haven't went clothes shopping in a very long time since I became a actual healthy weight. Most of my clothes are still from when I was in middle school and high school, when I was the skinniest motherfucker. No! That is the worst! How could you wash your pretty pink shorts with a pen in them? That is so disheartening. I'm so sorry for your loss. You should be. I'm mad at my... Oh, God, that's so sad. I hate it. Like, I'm mad at myself when I accidentally wash money. That's, like, destroy... Like, washing a thing and then also destroy your clothes is the saddest. Oh, Magnus, thank you. Oh, Nightbot, let me fix your brain. Yeah, go into Nightbot's code and fix up Nightbot real quick. Gosh, I want to go clothes shopping. I don't think I've... Okay, actually, that's not true. I think the last time I actually went summer clothes shopping was before I went to, walking made my shorts right up. 1 second. Ew. There we go. I'm not on the stream today. Okay, I just realized that it looks like my camera settings have fully forgotten what they were before, and now I gotta fix them again. Why is my white balance on auto? Stop being on auto! I fucking... There we go. So much better. I do not look like a vampire. Did Ash do something cute while I was fixing my camera? BB. Hey, Orange! Welcome on in! How you doing, my friend? How was your Tuesday going? Alright, that looks like some wood. No, I just love cats. Wood. Oh my goodness. Have a good time lurking. I hope food does help. You deserve to have a stomach that is not gurgling all the time. Please take care of yourself, Amethyst. I'm running a form game on something awful again, and I think this one is going to go really well. I'm doing a sort of incremental / unfolding game. Ooh, very fun, Magnus. That sounds very cool. Is anyone doing anything extremely exciting this week? I mean, Other than just spending the time outside before, you know, bugs and mosquitoes set in. Before it becomes almost absolutely unbearable to be outside. Oh my goodness. Like a dark room in a candy box. The players share your character and they'll slowly discover mechanics and such. Ooh, very cool. I think it's mainly just because I brought the boots in here, and the boots are very dusty. And dirt keeps getting in my face. It feels like it's gonna thunderstorm, but it hasn't thunderstormed yet, and I'm waiting for it to, because that will smell so good. You are? That sounds like so much fun! Congrats! How is that not a big deal? That sounds like a lot of fun. I would love to pass some thunderstorms your way, Orange. We haven't had many recently. We had a lot at the beginning of spring, but we haven't had a lot recently. But it's gotten quite warm here, so I think it's a thunderstorm to break the heat. It's a low pressure system to Orange. I mean, lighting is really gonna bring out a lot of stuff in this. I guess I could go straight to the lighting. But there's a lot of little details to do. Oh, gosh, there's so much to do in this piece. I'm getting lost. Let's do the stone. Let's do the stone. We're gonna do some stone. I'm sorry for everyone who thought this would be a easy, quick, fun, coloring a stream. Huh. I'm doing my best. I have once again did too much art for my britches. Hello, welcome to being an itchy little miss. It's a choose your own adventure where they choose the actions of a single protagonist through voting, and the first vote is their starting rune for magic and the white item they start with. Well, one item they start with besides their loincloth. Loincloth is an important item to start with. Very important item. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you're enjoying yourselves. Oh my goodness. I was sitting so comfortably before, and then I lost it all when I went up to get those boots. We might take a break soon. We might take a break soon so I can have a have my eyes rest after staring at this for so long. Man, this tarot card's gonna take a while, my friends. Why have I done this to myself? Oh. Are they making a lot of noise downstairs? Is Miranda accidentally hitting the ceiling a lot? Yes. How could they disturb Ash? What are they doing down there? Ooh, much more depth on those stones. I am liking it. All right. Oh, too big. There we go. Wait, are you doing this right now, Magnus? Can you guys actually hear the thumps? What they doing down there? What they doing? And we've gotten to the chill portion of our playlist. Everyone, please relax with some nice ASMR vibes while I scritch and try to paint some rocks. Sign me. Look at the depth those rocks have. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Ooh, okay. That's pretty cool. That's a cool way to run a game. It's like a forum choose your own adventure. You said those words and then I connected the dots. Very cool. It's a very cool way to run a game. 'Cause I can't sleep without you beside me. Good night, 'cause I can't sleep without you beside me. I can't hold back. We're gonna do lighting. I can't hold back anymore. I can't hold back anymore. I've done my best. done the best I can. It's looking pretty good. Even more depth. More rock depth. Important. That rock depth, though. Also, the shade of this tree. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh my god, there's gonna be so much shade. Oh my gosh. What have I done? What have I done? It's so much easier when there's only one light source. Or only one dark source? I don't know. Tree shade. Tree shade. Aww. John, thank you. I really appreciate it. Been sort of feeling a little struggly. But I'm very, very glad that you like it. I remember when backgrounds used to take me not very much time at all, and now I have gotten... The curse of getting more and more detailed is that art takes you longer and longer. And it's always so rewarding when you finish it, but then when you're like in the middle of the process, you're like, oh, buddy, okay, this is gonna take me... Remember, I was like, oh, this is only gonna take me this long. And it's like, oh my god, this took me twice the amount of time because I went too hog wild. It's like, it's just a constant artist mood, I think, is having one estimate for how long your art's gonna take, and then realizing that that estimate is too much of an underball because you've either gotten better at it or your attention span, like, I don't know, I think it's usually that you've gotten better at it, but there's other reasons that it's like your attention span is just not what it used to be or whatever, and you're like, oh my god, this is taking me so much longer. And then it turns out and then when you're done, the final project is gorgeous, but you're just like, oh my god. My life. My art prowess is a lie. Aw, guys. Thank you. I appreciate your votes of confidence. As long as you guys think it looks nice, then this will all have been worth it. don't even worry. This is just like the very basic lighting. The very, very basic lighting of kind of showing the natural lighting, and then we're gonna have to do all of the little bits of shading in there to make her everything else pop. That was a curse when I realized that you can, instead of just having one large shading in a piece, oh my goodness, I am very hiccupy. You can have multiple varieties of shading, and you're like, oh no, I have discovered a truth about the world, and I am now forever, ever going to take forever. You're killing it. It died and is now deceased. Thank you. Okay, at least it's gonna look like a thing. At least it's gonna look like a thing when I'm done. And that is what I need to keep going. Remember when I did that jellyfish real fast? Do you guys remember that? When I did the jellyfish real fast? Man, a year ago, Brie is both in awe and scoffing at current Brie. Alright, let's do some hair, shall we? This is fairy dust well spent. Not only is it a beautiful piece to craft, it is also making me suffer. So, you know, 10 out of 10. Well done. Oh yeah, I was gonna take a break. Fully forgot. Alright. I think this is a good stopping point. I think I was gonna take a break after the lighting, and then I just kept going. I think this is a good stopping point for a break. I'm gonna go get some more water. I have run out of tea. I still have full water, but I want more tea. Decisions. I think I should take a break. Break before you break. Thank you, LH. Also, welcome to the stream. How you doing? How is life? It's very good to see you. How's your Tuesday going? Alright, I think I'm gonna take a break. Go rest your bespectacled eyes. Thank you, guys. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, anyone. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you all very soon when you get back. Have a great break. What happened to Ash? Why did you say Ash no? Was she gonna get up? She might have followed me to the bathroom. Ooh, look at that explosion. Hello, everyone. I am back. I decided not to get tea and just do some water because probably don't need any more caffeine in my veins. Caffeine, weirdly, does not wake me up. It just makes me either feel anxious, and then after the wave of anxiety, it makes me feel tired. So I thought I would just go for water instead. But hello, everyone. Welcome back. LH, I saw that you were playing some Mass Effect, and that is awesome. I know not very much about Mass Effect, but I really, really hope you're enjoying it. Do not call my eyes hazel orbs. That gets you banned. That gets you banned. Even if you're a mod. She got up and stretched and I thought she was gonna follow you out. Nah, I went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom and got some water. Hey, Bear Drummer! Oh my god, it's so great to see you. Good afternoon, at least here. I've been able to catch you for a while. It's totally okay. It's so great to see you, though. How is your Tuesday going? What have you been up to, my friend? As you can see, we've been doing some work on this piece. I don't know. You haven't seen this piece yet, right? I don't know. It's been a long time. We've been working on this for a while, so I do not know. I do not know. It's real nice just having y'all it's really nice having you in the background, too. Also, for everyone that is lurking right now, thank you so much for the lurk. I really, really appreciate it. I hope this stream is everything you want it to be. But I'm ready to just absent-mindedly tackle this drawing. That was my plan. I came up with a game plan when I was off air, and I decided that I was just going to absent-mindedly do this, because it might go faster if I'm not focusing on it, and I just color on autopilot. So, we'll see. Second shot this last Saturday, feeling rather sleepy. Congratulations on your second vaccine! That's amazing! And, yes, as someone who also got their second vaccine and had just so much lethargy, I feel you. I feel you. But it's great to see you. Welcome, welcome in. I was just hanging out, absorbing the vibes. Absorbing the vibes. I've been told I have good vibes to absorb, so absorb away. Shadow Flames, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. How is your Tuesday going? It's great to see you. Absent-minded tackles sound like it's football. It kind of does. It kind of does, LH. I'm glad I do. I'm glad I have absorbable vibes. I don't think I would be as successful as a content creator if I didn't have absorbable vibes. Think if I have anything to talk about while I do this. Not a lot. I've already covered pretty much everything that's interesting that's going on in my life. It's nice outside. It's nice outside. I put plants out. It smells like lilacs in my room now. That's really all I've got going on. I don't know what else to say. My life at the moment is rather boring. Oh, I've been playing me and Daniel have been playing through It Takes Two, if anyone's been playing through that recently. I've been playing through that, and it's really, really fun. It's very wild. Like, you watch the trailer for It Takes Two, and you think you know exactly what the game is gonna be, and then it is that, but so much more. If that makes any sense. Like, this isn't even like a spoiler or anything. Like, the premise of the game is you're a mother and a father of a girl in England, and you're gonna get a divorce, and she doesn't like that, so she wishes that you guys can be friends again, and cries on some dolls, and the next thing you know, you are those dolls. The parents are those dolls, and you have to learn how to work together to get out of being a doll. However, it's wild. The story, like, it is not, like, okay, the gameplay of it, like, the mechanics of being a cooperative, couch cooperative game is fucking phenomenal. It is so much fun to play. And, like, they've got really cool, like, each level is a little bit different, but has similar vibes to it. So there's very good through line throughout the game. And there's, like, a boss battle each thing, and it's really, really cool. The storyline of it is actually extremely wild. Probably, it's because it's a kid's game, but it's not really a kid's game, because the thing that is, like, making you do things is a book about romance that the child bought, and it has a weird Spanish accent, and is a wild book, and it's very strange, but that's not even the half of it. There are, like, parts of the game that make absolutely no sense, because at the beginning, you kind of think it's like, oh, okay, we are small people in the garage, and some other things came to life, and it's a little bit of a whimsical, fun adventure. But the more you go on it, the wilder it becomes, and the weirdly darker it becomes. But not in, like, a bad way, but, like, in a British humor type of way, if you know what I mean. It has... I don't want to spoil anything, but... there's one part, there's a... How do I describe this without spoil anything? There is a part of the game where you have to, you're escaping from some squirrels. Some squirrels that actively want to kill you. And, you're doing that, and in so doing, you go down a tree, find out that you're in the water somehow, but you're still under a tree because there's still roots above you, and then you're in this, like, rapids, and then you fall down this waterfall into this place that still is in the tree, but has jellyfish in it. And then you realize, and then it becomes less water and more space that you are in. And then stars carry you around, and then you're still under a tree, but there's glowing moss everywhere, but looks like stars, maybe? And then you get flown around for, like, 10 minutes on a star catfish. Nothing happens. You're just on a catfish for, like, 10 minutes. And then you're deposited, and then you're back into the squirrel war. What? What? It's extremely cool, but really weird. Like, it's gorgeous and beautiful. Like, it's amazing. But what? Melba, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Yes, very much Trippy Tail Tuesday. And then, you know, you're in, and then there's other things where you're, like, in a castle in your child's room, and then there's, like, a space level in your child's room, and a whole lot of other cool stuff, but you also, like, kill someone, but it's not really killing, because they're not really alive, because it's a stuffed animal, but it's brutal, and you're like, what is, like, you're not actually killing anybody, and there's no gore or anything, but it is, if you're a person that is more cognitive thinking than maybe, like, a 5-year-old child. You're like, what is happening? You're like, holy shit. What? Yeah, you are basically experiencing the game through an 8-year-old brain, but you are playing to adults in doll bodies. It's such a fun game. Mechanically, it's such a fun game. It's like one of the best cooperative games I've played in a very, very long time. Like, slightly even better than some Lego games, which have really cornered the market as in the last recent years. But the storyline is bonkers. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Melba. Welcome to the stream. How is your Tuesday going? I'll let you all ruminate on that for a bit. Free shares an acid trip. I highly recommend trying to find anyone to play this game with. It's great. And even me telling you about this acid trip of a level will not really spoil you for how wild it truly is. What kind of plants? I live in an apartment without much space, so I have to live vicariously through other people's trials. We basically have a lot of herbs. We've got some basil, we've got some rosemary, we have some thyme, some sage, and some lavender. Some of them have died while they were inside for a very long time, which is to be expected. They didn't get a lot of sun, sadly. But we've moved them outside now, and we are very hopeful that they are going to sprout and be beautiful plants. But yeah, we really wanted some herbs that we could use in our cooking. It sounds like they asked kids, and then what happened? They stare at the catfish. They fly more and more. I like fish. But what gets me about it is it's really fucking cool, and then you're back into the squirrel war. It's just like a brief intermission between war between squirrels and bees, flying on a star catfish, war between squirrels and bees. What? Anyways, I highly recommend playing It Takes Two if you have the ability. Please, please do it. Mechanically, great co-op game. Story, absolutely bonkers. And very good. I plan to grow some sage, basil, and chives, and if I can find a source, butterfly peas. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. This is my first time growing plants on my own. So I don't have a lot of experience with it. But I'm very hopeful. We also have some catnip and some catgrass. The catgrass is doing fine. The catgrass is having a good time. The catnip, Ash ate too much of it and it died. We're hoping that it will revive, but I'm not so certain. The Great Squirrel and Bee War. Thank you for the clip. I feel like they do the same with Pokemon games. Hey kid, make up a monster, and the kids are like, it's a balloon Pokemon and it's real cute, but if you hang on to it, you die and it eats your soul. Very true. Man, it's one of those things, if you think about it too hard, it gets really dark. A lot of kids' games are like that. If you really think about it, it gets real dark. And then And then it makes it to the Pokédex. Be free boy child came in with a slightly cat scratch thing finger. Oh no! Go take care. Go take care of the cat scratch. I know, that is what Drifloon is. It's Pokemon are wild. I'm well working on freelance, so I'll be quiet in chats. No worries, Melba. Have a good time. Have a good time lurking while have a good time lurking while I continue this tarot card. And thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Anytime, like, Pokemon is wild because I really, really enjoy it, but anytime I read a Pokédex entry, I feel like I've aged years because the whole game is like, oh, look at all of these cute Pokemon. They can be your friends and they can go on adventures and it's a whole thing and it's great. And then you read about specifically ghost Pokemon, but a lot of other Pokemon, and it's like, I am how old and I'm befriending these things? I am an 11-year-old child that went on my own to save the world with dead people that have been possessed, that are possessing objects, and we call them Pokemon? What? What is happening? Like, there's some that just scream and run at you when they feel that you're unhappy. And, like, Baby Sweet, mostly terrifying. And, like, Gardevoir and Alakazam and other psychic Pokemon are completely sentient and capable of human. I know! The ones that are sentient, though, like, the ones that are sentient, though, what? What? Why? And creatures that, if their belt comes off, can rip mountains out of the ground to hurl at opponents. Why are children befriending these things? Like, there's like literal, like, they can capture and use to fight literal gods. They, like, literal gods of the elements. One 11-year-old child can throw a slightly evolved Pidgeotto at and can win. And therefore the god's like, alright, you're the chosen one. Use me to fight in other arena battles. And you're like, what are you doing? You're a literal god. What? And don't even get me started on the fact that Ash Ketchum is, like, canonically an adult at this point. Like, he's not really canonically an adult at this point, but they refer to him in, like, not in, like, people were, like, things refer to him as being multiple years older than he looks. What? I don't know. I don't think Ash Ketchum is canonically, like, 25 years old. But people refer to him like that. And it's like, what? What? This kid goes around the world with the same Pikachu. The same goddamn Pikachu. And defeats everyone's gods. And we're okay with this? Why? I have so many questions. Don't worry. Basically, Ash Ketchum was like, don't worry, Mom, I'm gonna go for a fun adventure and I'm gonna meet my soulmate Pokemon, but also wait until I go to all the different places around the world and defeat so many different people, but never yet win an actual tournament. So I have to keep going around until I win a tournament, and yet I fight God on a regular basis. What? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Ground him! Ash Ketchum is too powerful. You can't ground Ash Ketchum. Don't forget an Abra that is captured in his 22-hour nap and forced to fight. I know, right? It's literally sleeping. What the fuck? You can't ground him, he's 25! You know what's sad? Ash Ketchum is canonically older than me. What the fuck? Yeah, let me just catch the primordial spirit of elemental water and beat the shit out of Joey's pet rat with it. What? I know. Pokemon is the best at absurd world building. Because on the surface, it's like, wow, that's like a fun concept. And then you're like, holy shit, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, it's the fallacy of so many animes that I find so funny. Is that, like, since it's been going on for so long, like, they have to keep raising the bar and raising the bar and raising the bar and raising the bar and having another god for Ash to fight and having another god for Ash to fight and having a different, and having, like, different teams for Ash to be a part of and blah, 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 blah. And the more they do it, the wilder it becomes because they're just like, every time, like, especially, and even in, like, Pokemon games, because, like, you start at the beginning and you're like, okay, this is a fun, interesting, contained story that I guess makes sense in this region, possibly. It's wild, and it doesn't make a lot of sense ethically, but at least it makes a little bit of sense in, like, just a small contained story. And then you add another season, and another season, and another game, and another season, and it gets... The fallacy of raising the bar gets too much. Gets too much. Because then they just fight another god, and Ash doesn't really change all that much. There's not a lot of change that happens. And it's not necessarily a problem because it's fun to, like, consume, and it's not really meant for you to, like, think about it too hard. But you do. And then you're like... oh, just gonna fight another god, and Ash still doesn't win the region's tournament, even though he has a god in his Pokeballs. I mean, can we just say that, like, I know that we, like, the quote from Brian David Gilbert is, like, let's get real into unethical science, is from, like, Super Metroid, or not Super Metroid. The blue boy that's a robot games that are also Nintendo. I have forgotten what they were called. It's from that to, like, robots that are sentient, which is wild. But it applies really well with Pokemon. Like, how many scientists are there? Mega Man, thank you. Which, like, also, Ani, welcome on in. How you doing? How's your Tuesday going? But it applies really, really well to Pokemon because there's so many scientists that are totally okay conversing with 11-year-old children, giving them Pokemon, and basically being like, hey, go fight a whole bunch of Pokemon and experiment to see what's going on. And we want to figure out how Pokemon's evolved. So we're going to do some weird, unethical science to figure out what the fuck is happening with some Pokemon. And, oh, look, here's this cool thing. How about you, 11-year-old kid, go get me some samples from these animals so we can come back and see how they evolved. And then, 9 times out of 10, we accidentally make a monster. Whoops! Except they're technically already monsters, but we accidentally make a sentient monster, and you have to fight it. Whoops! What? Why is this a government-funded project? Why? Yeah, there's never been any successful science experiment in Pokemon, ever. Ever. It's always gone horribly wrong. It's such a great parody of the franchise. I will have to check that out. Thank you, Oceanic. All the bad guys control all the legendaries. You fool, Ash Ketchum, we control the world. What do you have, Ash? I got Pikachu, my friends, and friendship. I like those odds better than the last fight. I know, right? It's like, I mean, power of friendship is all well and good, but the fact that you have one Pikachu that has killed multiple gods is whack. Look, I'm never gonna knock on the power of friendship. 100%. Power of friendship wins the day 9 times out of 10. But Pikachu can continually win. All the time. Against some gods. Pikachu, by the laws of the land, should be considered the one true god of Pokemon, right? Ash Ketchum and Pikachu at this point really should be considered walking deity. They've defeated how many gods? By just the laws of the world, they should be gods, right? We should consider them unto gods, right? I don't know. I know, right? Like, how do, like, they create their pocket dimensions or hammer spaces? Like, how can you make a Pokeball do... How Pokeball? How do you Pokeball? How Pokeball, though? Dude's been 10 for more than a decade. Cut him some slack. I know. He's gone through so many years and so many animation style changes. Let Ash rest. I know, and TV in general, like Supernatural. Supernatural definitely fell into the anime fallacy of just upping the stakes to a ridiculous amount where it's no longer interesting. And yeah, I missed the Pokemon boat. I was too old. I took one look at it and went, what the fuck? This is nuts. This isn't for kids, and I don't want to be involved. I mean, the thing that I like about Pokemon a lot is, like, the designs and just, like, the fun aspect of it. Like, of, like, being a Beastmaster or Beast Tamer type of vibe. But you can't think about it in logical terms. It will make your brain explode, which is what's happening now. My son plays imaginary games with me where he creates Pokemon worlds. He insists that the whole 10-year-old thing is a thing of the trust. OSHA-type organizations and activists had the laws changed so that you have to attend a school to start as a trainer at 16 or 17, or you have to wait until 18 if you don't attend the school, and you have to take tests and be registered. See, your son has so much, like, correct. Correct. Your son is correct. That is how it should be, right? Right? That's a bad pickup line. If I've heard one, I've got gods in my balls. Oh my god, that's amazing. Hey baby, I've got gods in my balls. God, that's so stupid. I love it. Oh fuck. Oh my god, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 pickup line right there. The let's resurrect some fossil. Oh my god, the resurrecting fossils ones is so scary. So scary. Like, especially in the new Sword and Shield game, you can resurrect the fossil ones, but they're always wrong. Like, the Pokemon that you get from resurrecting fossils are wrong. They're meant to be wrong, which is a commentary on the fact that a lot of Western museums have a lot of fossils or bones of animals that for a long time did not go together, so they made like wild animals that we thought were real and then obviously weren't, and that's a nod to that in the game. But thinking about it in game universe with that context is you are bringing to life animals that did not exist, could not exist, and are just plain wrong, and you're using them to fight. What? That's also true. That is also true. Every Pokemon is self-aware enough to know the name of its species. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Praise be Pikachu. Just listening to this ethical philosophy of Pokemon as I'm working is worth the price of admission. I am very glad, Melba. I'm very, very glad that you're enjoying this. Because, like, as an anthropologist and as someone that really enjoyed learning about how humanity has really fucked up our understanding of the past in lots of different ways, especially with museums and stuff, having that little nod in Sword and Shield was very interesting, but then it also was just bonkers in terms of the world building, and I was like, oh my god. Pikachu has been struck by how many gods in his adventure, and literally lightning in the very beginning of the franchise. How is he still alive? I know! He keeps resurrecting him, really, doesn't he? Ash is a demigod and Pikachu is his companion spirit, right? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, they have to have at least some type of divinity at this point. The immortal child of his lightning demon! Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's basically the Percy Jackson of this world, 100%. Pokeball with a stick. I mean, the backpacks there can have has a bicycle with room to spare, or Brock's Bag of Wonders that has an entire table and kitchen. Yeah, it's basically like a giant bag of holding of infinite space and can open as wide as it wants. Best Pokemon canon, Nurse Joy. Oh yeah, that Nurse Joy is the same no matter where you are. It's like always, every time you go into Pokemon Center, it's always Nurse Joy, and it's just a clone of her. Yeah. That sounds like something Zeus would say to seduce a mortal. It does. It does. Am I still in my playlist? I haven't heard these songs before. Nope. We've gone through the whole playlist. Whoops! Hopefully I don't get muted. There we go. We're back to our playlist. I was like, that is not the right song. Back to the top of the playlist. The fact that they reconstituted a creature that with warped musculoskeletal structure is horrifying. I know, right? It's like, why? Why did you do that? And, like, the way to, at least in Sword and Shield, I haven't played through the entirety of any other Pokemon other than Sword and Shield because I didn't have the attention span for it, and I did for Sword and Shield for some reason. At least in Sword and Shield, you literally just meet a guy on the side of the road that gives you a device to be able to resurrect fossilized Pokemon. They're like, oh, here, thanks for doing this thing for me, kid. Here, have this device that brings back prehistoric Pokemon and reconstitutes them for you to fight with. Why do you have this? Is this just a thing that people have? Huh. Hey kid, wanna play God? I just realized something horrifying about Meowth. That he could talk? Yeah. That he's fully sentient? What? I bet someone has written a master's thesis on the ethics of the Pokemon. I'm sure they have. If they haven't, I would be very surprised. You're in an ethics profession, you love Pokemon, you decide that this is your time to shine and finally write about the ethics of the Pokemon universe. I just want to know how, as a kid, I want to capture and breed little pets and then use them to fight others and ended up being okay! I don't know. I don't know, honestly. They've got, yeah, they have, Nurse Joy as a Pokemon. I mean, possibly. They've got fucking human cloning. The ethical issues of the Pokemon universe are endless. Endless! I mean, the fact that Nurse Joy being a clone is not necessarily canonized, but that's everyone's theory because anytime you go into a Pokemon Center, it is just, you just go and talk to Nurse Joy, who looks the same, no matter where you are in the world. It's just Nurse Joy. Either that or the Pokemon Centers are like the TARDIS. Not the TARDIS. Well, I don't know. Are a interdimensional space that just randomly appears whenever an 11-year-old needs to heal their Pokemon. And it's just there, and Nurse Joy is like the doctor and is just there all the time. Wherever. I don't want to play God. The apples look like they have little faces. Aww. It does kind of look like they have little faces. In my son's world, Nurse Joy is a family line with an illusion spell. Oh, that's very good. That's also very good. I am beep boop. I am Nurse Joy. Beep boop. Why are you giving this machine to a kid? Serious issues. The fact that they're giving it to a child is the least of our worries. I want to know why it exists in the first place. People love to use Meowth's payday and get more money. In the show, there is a religion around Meowth because of this, but the move is literally Meowth tearing off a piece of itself and throwing it at the enemy, and then it grows back to do it all over again. Oh, right, I forgot that Meowths have money on them. Right, I forgot that they grow money, and that's what people use for their economy. I forgot about that. Yep. Nurse Joy is a Cylon! Oh my gosh. That's the second time you laughed at my joke. Thank you for the extra mileage. It's a good joke. It's a freaking good joke. I came across it a second time and it was absolutely phenomenal. It's just like, I'm just imagining like some drug dealer-esque looking person on the side of the road just goes up to this 11-year-old and says, "Hey, kid, want to play God?" and just hands them this thing that lets them recreate fossilized Pokemon. It's just a good image. I like it. There's no more embossing, say! Oh my god. Yeah, Joy is the surname. The Nurse new BBC show. And they have their own IRL, and all the computers and Pokemon centers run off the same server. Oh yeah, also, can we talk about the fact that to register your Pokemon or to store your Pokemon, you basically put them into a computer? You basically digitize them. You digitize these living beings into a computer. What? At least in Digimon, they're legitimately digital. At least in Digimon, they're legitimately digital, and it's the whole premise. And Pokemon is just weirdly a thing. I like how Digimon, like, I haven't never watched Digimon, but I know for a fact that, like, I like how Digimon looked at Pokemon and said, "That's a great idea. We're gonna try to at least make it make a little bit more sense in terms of why these things are here." I don't know. I'm not an expert on Digimon, but just the fact that they're called Digimon rather than Pokemon makes so much more sense to me. Nurse why? Nurse who? Meowth is based off the waving cats welcoming customers. Yes, I did know that. I did know that. Where like the little ones that are like good luck and good fortune that go like this. I did know that that was the case. But that's not a real cat, and the fact that you're making it living, walking thing is wild. That's a symbol. That is a cat symbol of luck and good fortune. Not a real cat. I don't know how high the were/are. I think in order to work on Pokemon, you gotta be really high. I do think the Pokeballs do the digitizing. I 100% think that is very true. It's just never ever thought of or explained. I think I remember there's one explanation in maybe one of the games or something that the Pokemon, like the Pokeballs are like its own, like they're their own like pocket dimensions. Like, oh, it's like it's a pocket monster, so it's like a little like pocket dimension. But they never really explain why they're digitizing them at all. And why that works. Because in some Pokemon games, you have to, like, at least in Sword and Shield, you had to take them out of their Pokeball to give them snacks and things. But in other ones, you don't have to take them out of their Pokeball to play with them. You're basically Tamagotchiing them in their Pokeball to give them snacks and play with them to make them like you more. You don't take them out. Yeah, this is the going to Tron-like reality. A Pokeball with "Hey kid, you want to play God" underneath it. That'd be a great shirt. That would honestly be a really good shirt. This stream just turned into, hey, isn't this show for children absolutely whack? And we wonder why Mewtwo wanted to start around. Yeah, Mewtwo was correct. Mewtwo was right. I stand with Mewtwo. They can also have all their wounds healed by being put into a machine, so maybe they're just computer beings? You would think. You would think. But their Pokédex entries say otherwise. If they were computer beings, why the hell would there be fossils of them? Why would there be ones that have bones? Why would Cubone be wearing the bone skull of its mother? Why? I stand with Mewtwo! Pokédex lies! I know it is, but it says it's... I don't know why. There we go, I changed it. I don't know why I was doing that. It wasn't done by Katy Perry, so that's why it's on this royalty-free playlist, but I'm sure that doesn't matter. It was a cover. What are some other children's media with incredibly twisted societies? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. And I don't know any off the top of my head. I can't just think of one off the top of my head. But there are so many. I mean, specifically Mega Man. But we've gone over that one. Well, Brian David Gilbert went over that one. The ethicability of making all of those robots sentient. Especially the ones that should definitely not have been sentient. Ash is the user and he's living in a sim. I mean, kinda, yeah. Then Pokemon is the Matrix! And if you can catch Gothitelle who are sentient, then why don't they work on humans the next step after this gets dark quickly? I know. What if you can go into a Pokeball as a human? Because humans are, in canon, also Pokemon. Wait. Humans are also Pokemon? Wait. Humans are also Pokemon? In canon? Because that's... wild. Like... in real life, I understand it's like where everyone's evolved from the same thing, but the fact that humans... then what differentiates the sentient Pokemon from humans? And why can we catch them in a ball, but not humans? What? The real Ash is 44 years old, sitting in an armchair with an Electroid helmet and VR goggles on. I mean, true. Welcome to the Pokematrix. Computer fossils. I think in canon, Annie, they fight to see who gets it. I think that's in canon, they fight to see who gets it. If they have more than one child. What if Mewtwo starts using Pokeballs to capture all the humans? I would not have, I would honestly, that would, valid. If Arceus is a god and Giratina is seen as the devil, then does that make the distortion world the afterlife? Probably? That's real wild. G.I. Joe, Hunger Games, Smurfs, Flintstones, Jetsons. Yeah. Assuming the afterlife isn't just reincarnation. It could be just reincarnation. There's no spoon. There is no Pokemon. I seem to recall that in the Let's Go game, someone throws a bunch of Pokeballs at you to try to capture you. Hold on, really? Wait, in the Let's Go, like, Eevee and Pikachu games, you get thrown Pokeballs at to try to capture you? What? Hold on! That's a game changer! What? What? There was a Beedrill that took over Team Rocket? Oh my gosh. Gosh, the Pokemon lore. I just realized that when the show starts, they say, "Welcome to the world of Pokemon," not Pokemon and humans. So the people there know they are Pokemon. And, okay, goodness. And now I really want a show about a group of sentient Pokemon that go around catching humans and unleashing their latent powers for sport. Oh god. I mean, that would be very interesting. Very dark, but very interesting. Not that I have a problem with it. I mean, like, the reason that they don't do that is probably because they couldn't. Because, I mean, at least most of the Pokemon look like plants or animals or whatever, and it's like, you're not using humans for sport. That's even worse than using animals for sport. Oof. But when you get down to it, you realize that, oh my god. I mean, Cupid is dark and donor, but that's a whole other level. Yeah, I know. Well, humans seem like they would be Pokemon. There are references to ancient humans living with living humans. Humans can turn into ghost Pokemon. Right, humans can. I forgot. Yes, a lot of ghost Pokemon are human spirits that are possessing a thing. Oh, I forgot about that. Ghost Pokemon. Some humans are psychic too? Maybe Pokemon is Dante's Inferno? Maybe. or humans colonized the world that originally belonged to the Pokemon. That's probably more accurate. Let's be real. Humans are trash, really, when you think about it. The people in Pokemon created the Pokeballs, so that means they can make it so they can't capture humans by coding. It didn't and don't catch anything with this strand. That is true. That is very true. They could figure out which exact DNA coding is humans and then make sure that the Pokeballs don't catch them. So if you were a Pokemon, what type would you be? Sun tells me I would be a fairy / psychic. I can't really argue. I'd probably be a fairy as well. I would be fairy, I think. Fairy or normal, I think, would be what I am. I just love normal Pokemon. They're so cute. Normal Pokemon are so cute. To quote the games, there once were Pokemon that married people. There once were people that married Pokemon. This was a normal thing because long ago humans and Pokemon were the same. Well, that answers that. All right. I just love that the Pokemon devs just drop these things on us and never explains anything about anything. They're just like, here, have this little bit of horrifying lore, and I'm never gonna explain what it means. Goodbye! Humans are trash. I can also think of a few exceptions. Most of them are in this chat and on stream. Aw, thank you. Thank you very much. Not every... I mean, yes. Humans as a species have been rather trash, is all I'm saying. As someone who has studied human history and evolution. Yeah, that does pretty clearly answer that humans are Pokemon. Yeah. Ash, that was so cute. Yeah. It's very interesting, LH. It's very, very interesting. Usually when I think about those weird cross-species things, in fantasy specifically, I just say if they're sentient and can consent, it's fine. If not, then it's bad. Just as a general rule. I'm glad I voted Pokemon. Like, I mean, the games and the show and stuff are actually very fun and very, like, if you have a good suspension of disbelief, it's very fun. But if you really don't have a suspension of disbelief, it can get real weird. And that's what we're talking about today. Human-type Pokemon are strong against all other types! Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna refer to the humans as in Pokemon from now on. They're human-type. They're not humans, they are human-type Pokemon, and they are strong against all others. Oh no! Humans were just the first Pokemon with the intelligence and opposable thumbs to create Pokeballs. Oh my god, true. That's true. He does not get... He doesn't do very well against actual Pokemon. He needs Pikachu to save him. How much Sun compares humans without weaponry to level 3 to 5 Pokemon. I can see that. Sure. I really like that your son has really thought about this. I appreciate his input. Human-type Pokemon use malicious technology. It was very effective. That's true. They don't that is very true. In Pokemon, you don't really kill anybody, you just knock them out. So, there is that. That is good. There's not a lot of killing, as far as we know. At least on screen. The Cubone lore definitely says that it happens, but generally, they're knocked out. I don't know. I felt like it needed. I really actually enjoy the Pokemon universe. It's very, very fun, and there's a lot of really cool aspects about it. I just, you know, sometimes you want to get into the fun ethics of it and really don't suspend that disbelief. Just really, really dig into it, and that can be a very fun conversation, as was proven for this. Yeah, taking adult perspectives to children's media is always a laugh. Very much. Very, very true. And that means a butterfly could kick human butt. That would be hilarious. Just butterfree kick in someone's butt. Kicking butterfree. I mean, at least when it comes to the humans that create ghost Pokemon, I don't think they're killed to create ghost Pokemon. I think they just die of natural causes and then become ghosts. Is my hope? Also, I love that when asked what other children's media is just very terrifying, many of the examples you guys came up with were legitimately dystopias, and that tickled me, because I feel like Pokemon should be considered, if you really think about it, could be considered a dystopia. And I thought that was very funny. But hey, talking about this, we got a lot more done. Talking about this really helped me get a lot of the highlights done. So, heck yeah! Absent-mindedly coloring for the win! Oh, yes. I completely understand, Bear Drummer. We're going to be ending pretty soon here, so no worries at all. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was a delight to chat with you, and please tell your son that I love his Pokemon takes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for hanging out, and have a very good rest of your night. Bye! Hey, Shadow Flames, congrats! Congrats, congrats! I'm very excited to draw what you want me to draw soon. Bye! Bye, Bear Drummer. All right. We're getting somewhere. Blessing and a curse. Ooh, that's looking so good. With all of the little extra lighting on everything. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. We're getting somewhere, guys. It's becoming a real life card. We're getting somewhere. I think after I do the shading on these flowers, I think that's going to be the end of the stream. Because, much like Bear Drummer, I also should probably go eat some dinner. This has been an absolute delight, guys. I love chatting with you all about weird topics. Thank you guys so much for indulging me. I had a blast. And thank you so much for distracting me from thinking about how complicated this piece was. Enough for me to get some actual progress done on it. Sometimes you get too up in your head about things, and it makes it so much harder to draw. That's usually why I draw with something going on in the background, because I cannot get my brain to shut up. Look at these beautiful flowers! Okay, let's make these look like coins real quick. I'm glad you guys had fun. I'm glad you guys had fun. I love hanging out with y'all. How much of any creative endeavor is get you out of your own way? It really is. Get you just going for it or just doing something absent-mindedly, like, helps so much to, like, make any progress on something. Overthinking is truly an artist's worst enemy. Ooh, the world! Yes! I was waiting for someone to redeem that. I cannot wait, Shadow Flames. All right. Let's see how far we've come. That's a card if I've ever seen one. The world. That is a card if ever I've seen one. Oh my goodness. There is a lot of little details that make this look great. But man, oh man. Look at that. We have a card! Ah, yes, someone did redeem the Hermit already. Have not gotten to it, sadly, but I'm excited to whenever we do. Thank you guys so much for helping me with this. This is looking amazing. I'm excited to check out what it looked like beforehand, because I feel like, oh, Lyra J, thank you so much for the compliment. Also, welcome on in. I hope you had a great lurk. Did you do the mermaid redraw yet? We have not done the mermaid redraw. The mermaid redraw is happening at the end of the month, the last Saturday of the month. We did, for those of you, I announced it earlier in the beginning of the stream, but I'll announce it again now. Oh, Jacob August, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the brigade. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But the mermaid redraw sub goal that you see down at the bottom of the screen was actually hit last Saturday. So I don't know why Twitch decided to be weird. Lyra J, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the brigade. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know why Twitch decided to be weird about it, but we did hit the sub goal on Saturday. And we're going to be doing a mermaid redraw draw along. Very lot of words to say at one time. That'll be happening on the last Saturday of the month. I'm very, very, very excited about it. We did a mermaid draw along last year, which was our first ever draw along we did on this channel. And so for this year, we're going to be redrawing the same mermaid we did last year, but it's also going to be a draw along, just also to like see how far I've come in my artist endeavors in a year, and then mermaid redraw draw along. Yeah. Oh, Ash, are you getting up? Are you stretching? Or are you leaving? Nope, she's just stretching. I'll be in and out, have a lot going on right now, looking after my puppy Dalmatian, a deaf nephew, and making food for him. But you're welcome. Thank you so much for hanging out. I absolutely... Oh, and writing a site. That is a lot going on. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to be doing that on the last Saturday of the month. It's going to be really fun. If you weren't part of the draw along last year, that is totally okay. We're going to be doing, you can still draw along to it, even if you didn't last year. And for everyone that did draw along to it last year, I would love to see how far all of us have come this year. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. That's going to be the last Saturday of the month in May. I said it was next week. It is not. It is the week after. I've lost track of time. But yeah, it's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be really good, and I am really excited about it. So thank you to everyone that got us to that sub goal, and I'm very sorry that Twitch is being finicky and doesn't show that we hit it. But we did. So thank you very much. Yeah. Other announcements. Just a reminder to everyone that my Saturday stream this week is going to be a little bit earlier than usual. I'm starting an hour earlier and ending an hour earlier because I'm going to be doing a socially distanced birthday party for my roommate. We rented out a theater, and so we are socially distancing watching a movie in a theater for the first time in a very long time for their birthday. So, and that's going to be happening pretty much usually when I would end the stream. So I moved the stream earlier into the day. So if that, I'm very sorry for those of you that conflicts with, but I'd love to see you in the VOD. I know, right? It's going to be really, really fun. We're going to be watching Back to the Future because that's what they had at the time. It's going to be really fun. So yeah, I'm pushing my stream an hour earlier on Saturday, so from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. CST instead of 3:30 to 6:30. So I'll see you all on 2:30 on Saturday, and then on Thursday, my next stream, I'm going to be doing an Animal Crossing Island tour. We did a very we're going to be doing an island tour with everyone's amazing islands. We did one about a month ago. We did that about a month ago, and now we're coming back to see everyone's awesome islands. So if you would like to show off your island on Thursday, just hang out in chat on Thursday, and I will do my absolute best to get to everyone. It took a while last Thursday, but this time I know what I'm doing. I'll be prepped for it, and we're gonna hop all of those islands, and it's gonna be really fun. And I'll see you all on Thursday and on Saturday. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. I sent an early preview of Cruella last night. It was dope. Highly recommend. Cool. Good to know. Thank you, Jacob. I know. It's going to be really, really fun, Lyra and Annie. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. But does anyone have any recommendations of who we should raid? I know Ike was on earlier, and I don't think we've ever raided Ike, because Ike is usually on before us, and doesn't go until our end. But if Ike is still live, I would be highly interested in raiding Ike, because Ike has been an amazing member of this community and has absolutely amazing art for a very long time, and I don't think we've ever raided him. Shane McGinnis does history streams. That's very cool. I would love to check out that channel. I'll do a shout out for that person, but I do think I want to raid Ike. That's really cool. Arthur Regis is also a very good one. We haven't rated Arthur Regis in a very long time, but I don't think we have. I think we have rated Arthur Regis before, and I don't think we've rated Ike. Though I feel like we haven't rated Arthur Regis in a while, and I feel like we should soon. So many amazing artists. So many amazing artists here on Twitch. But also for everyone that came in at the end, anyone that's new here and doesn't know who I am, my name is Bree. I am a digital artist here on Twitch. You can follow me on my Instagram or my Twitter, at Bree Donnan. There's that says over by my name over there. I am very, very close to 700 followers on Twitter, if you are interested in that. I am planning on doing a Draw This In Your Style giveaway challenge for a commission once I hit 700 followers. I'm going to be doing one on both my Instagram and on my Twitter, so if you are interested in that and would like to get me to 700 followers, I'm very close. I'm like 4 or 5 away, and I'm extremely hyped. So much art, so little time. All right, I'll go check. I think we should go raid Ike, but I definitely think ciao. Thank you so much for hopping in at the end, Lyra and Jacob, unless you were lurking the whole time. Then thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you both again very, very soon. And also, can we get a huge shout out for Dizzying Spinster, who rated us at the beginning of the stream. Dizzy's absolutely lovely, has an amazing stream, does really cute art. You should all definitely go and check them out. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dizzy, if you are here and lurking. Thank you so much for the raid earlier. And I will see you all on Thursday for some Animal Crossing Island tours.